Hello.
Hello.
Ni hao. Bonjour.
Guten Tag. Shalom.
Hola.
Aloha.
We're your counselors. I'm Mrs. Riley, 6th grade counselor.
I'm Mrs. Galvan, 8th grade counselor.
Mrs. Hobbs, 7th grade. So the week of September the 23rd, we're going to be starting off a prevention program called Start with Hello Week. And basically Start with Hello Week is a program where you can help students who are feeling isolated around campus.
Absolutely, and we're about to take you through a PowerPoint to tell you all about it.
Hello. Today, we will learn how to create a closer and more connected and inclusive classroom, school, and community. Before we learn about Start with Hello, I want to ask you to think about a time you felt lonely, invisible, excluded, isolated, ignored, passed over, or shut off. All of us at some point have experienced this, and many of you probably didn't like how it made you feel. Now, imagine living like that every day for multiple days or weeks in every school and community. There are kids and young adults who are alone and quietly suffer through each day. As a result, young people who are lonely or isolated can become victims of bullying, violence, or depression. This leads many to further pulling away from society, struggling with learning and social development, developing physical health issues, or in extreme instances, self-harm or harming of others because they can no longer cope. Starting today, we are creating a connected community where we can easily and simply reach out to one another and be inclusive and belonging. To do this, we need you. It is the only way to achieve this. Only you can create the connectedness. And the good news is, that is simple to do. Just start with hello. It takes 3 steps. Simply when you see someone alone, reach out and help.
Start with hello. All right, guys, let's dig deeper into these steps. Step 1, see someone alone. How do you know that a person feels isolated? Well, there are signs and signals of isolation. Now, keep in mind that these are not limited to the lists that are listed on this slide. Does a person have preference to feel alone or rather engaged with their peers? Are they avoiding their human interactions, very quiet, keeping to themselves? Anxious or uncomfortable around others socially? Purposely feeling excluded by peers? Or is the person slightly removed or outside of you and your groups? Unfortunately, social isolation is everywhere. The key is to look for it, be aware, and take notice. Individuals on a daily basis in their lives can experience social isolation. It could happen on the school bus. It could happen in the classroom, in the lunchroom, and it also can happen in social media. What are the words that they're posting, the pictures, or the videos that they're sharing? It's really important to remember that social isolation doesn't just happen when a person is by themselves. It can also happen in a group. Today at the lunch table, take around and look. Is someone physically sitting at your table but not presently interacting with your group? Now that we know what the signs are, let's look at the second step. Reach out and help. For many, taking this step can be very hard. You might feel awkward coming up to someone and introducing yourself or asking them a casual conversation that you would ask one of your other friends. I know, it can sound strange walking up to a stranger. All right, let's take about 30 seconds and let's discuss, yes, I want you to go ahead and share out. What are reasons that makes it hard to reach out to someone? I get it. Those are some valid reasons. Here's some good news. We're willing to offer you some tips, some practice, and some activities to help you reach out to someone in need. Let's dive in. Now, you're asking yourself, what can I do? Well, here's some examples. Next time someone is sitting by themselves, go over there and sit with them. Instead of using your same buddy that you're always doing, pick a new person to be on your team. Reach out to them in social media. Invite someone to join you to an activity that you're going to or that you're going to be a part of. Canyon Vista is currently in season with volleyball, cross country, and football. Leave a handwritten note on a person's locker or their desk. These positive words, encouraging words, will help the students and will make it an easy transition to start those conversations. All right, so step 1, we noticed the signs and signals. Step 2, we reached out and seeked for help. And then number 3, you start with hello. These are where you're gonna start those conversations. How do you get started? Hello. Start with hello. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. The truth? Are your ears turned on? All right, tune in. You just have to start. 8 out of 10 young adults hesitate to start a conversation with someone that they don't know. In another research study, 8 out of 10 young adults reported that they were happy to start a conversation with someone that they didn't know. Let's practice. Now, turn to your neighbor to the right and give them a smile. Okay, here's another one. Turn to someone who's behind you and ask them, where did they get their shoes? See, it wasn't that hard. Keep practicing and it will become nature.
Those are some great ideas and some awesome examples of how we can do this. But you might be wondering, why should I? Well, that's a really good question. You should start with hello to create a more connected and inclusive school and community, or simply put, to make a difference in somebody's life. You should start with hello to inspire others and create lifelong friendships. Guys, you never know. Your simple hello could very well end in a really cool conversation that leads to an awesome new lifelong friendship. You should start with hello to make a difference in someone's life. Help them feel accepted, included, and valued. Let me ask you a question. What would you say are the most basic human needs? Well, certainly you probably would say food, water, and shelter. That's definitely the most basic of human needs. But that's followed by safety needs, things like personal safety, security, and health. But did you know that the next most basic human need is love and belonging? Things like friendship, family, intimacy, and a sense of connection with others. Yeah, guys, it's really that important. You should also start with hello, because your efforts could very well stop someone from possibly hurting themselves or someone else. So we've got some proof that this does work. Some of the students that have experienced this themselves have reported things like, it made me feel like a better person. Or people that were reached out to said, hey, it made me feel valued and noticed. It made me feel a sense of belonging. And I found my best friend. Other people have reported that it's by doing so, their friend got the help that they really, really needed. And guys, in extreme cases, students have reported that it literally saved their friend's life. So we really want to get started today. How are we going to do that? Well, we've given you some great things to talk about and think about. Use these as conversation starters and continue this conversation with your peers, your friends, teachers, parents, whomever. We're going to ask you to participate and start with Hello Week, which is starting on Monday, the 23rd. We're going to ask you to really make an effort to seek out and include anyone that you see alone. Guys, before you can notice others, we have to be willing to take our focus off of ourselves. Open your eyes, be observant of others, and put yourself in their shoes. Once you notice someone who seems isolated, again, put yourself in their shoes. Imagine how they must feel. Empathize with them and reach out. Don't know what to say or how to begin? Well, you know what? Just start with hello. So these are some things that our school is going to be doing. We mentioned that starting on Monday, we are actually going to be starting a Start with Hello Week. And we're going to have some activities going on. So on Monday, Monday will actually be Warm Welcome Day. And we're going to ask you on that day to find 3 people that you don't already know and just say hello. On Tuesday, it's going to be Note of Kindness Day. And we're going to ask you to write a note of kindness, something nice, positive, encouraging to someone you don't know, just to encourage them or make them smile. Wednesday is going to be our Hey Day. We're going to ask you to wear a name badge, find someone that you don't know, someone new, and greet them by name. It's also going to be our Hey Dude, Nice Shoes Assembly Day. On Thursday, it's going to be Hello Wall Day, and we're going to ask you to write your favorite conversation starter on the Hello Wall during lunch. And finally, on Friday, we'll wrap up our great week with Red, White, and Blue Out Day. And we're going to ask you to wear any one of these or all of our school colors to show solidarity at CVMS so that no one feels alone. So as you depart today, why don't you just reach out and find somebody and just say hello.
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 Hello.